accounts, Tandem has been a huge success. It has safely introduced hundreds of thousands of people to our sport, many of whom who would have been either unwilling or unable to participate by any other method. Improvements in Tandem instructor training have reduced injury and fatality rates to a point where Tandem is by far the safest initial training method available. However, apart from the introduction of mandatory AADs some 10 years ago, Tandem harnessing containers have remained basically unchanged for the last 15 years. A study of previous Tandem fatalities reveals the simple fact that over 1/3 of these accidents have a common cause: out-of-sequence deployments, where the main container opened either on exit or during drogue fall, with the drogue still attached. This scenario is possible because, until now, all Tandem rigs were designed with the main container closing system and the drogue attachment system in 2 different locations. Wouldn't you feel a lot better, both for yourself and your student, if you were jumping a Tandem rig that was designed so that these kind of out-of-sequence openings were impossible? Well, now you can. Introducing the new Tandem Vector 3. On the outside, this looks like a large Tandem Vector 3, which it is. But on the inside, the differences are a lot. We'll start at the top of the rig with minor changes and get down to the main container where the major changes are. First, we've designed this rig for easy pin check. The Cypress and the Reserve pin system are both easily available through Lexan and Mylar windows, so that you'd never have to open this cover flap. If we do open the cover flap, we'll find a couple of more things. A very simple ripcord system. If we back off here, the riser covers our tuck tab, and the Collins lanyard designed to prevent a fatality caused by the static line riser going without the other riser going for breakage or other reason. When this static line goes, it automatically pulls the breakaway cable to the other riser. So we cannot have one riser go without the other. You'll notice too that this Lexan window is replaceable without me sewing. We've designed this whole rig to be very easy to maintain in the field. Very secure closing of the Reserve pin protector. And again, you never have to open it. Take a look at the bottom of the rig. The drogue is, of course, located in the same place. We have one drogue release handle on the left side and one on the right side. This right side handle is located on the Tandem Master's harness, but in a position so that with a student attached, this handle is roughly in the same place a BOC pilot chute or ripcord would be on a student rig. So you never have to disattach it from here and put it to the student for the student to have access. You'll notice that these handles are round so that they are easy to grab, very hard to snag. One other thing you'll notice, when the handles are pulled and released, they pop right back into place. So these handles are not removable, and you'll never have to look for them. One other thing you're going to notice here is that I can pull on this handle all I want and nothing happens, because this rig is intelligent. It can tell that I haven't thrown the drogue, and it knows that I do not want the main container opened or the drogue released. We'll show you how that works. The rip cords are actually cords. If I pull on the left one, I tighten this left cord. I pull on the right one, the right cord. These cords go through an eyeletted pin. This is the drogue bridle coming out of the center of the container. We'll talk about this disc in a little bit. Attached to the drogue bridle is what we call the safety pin. This pin goes down through the initial opening pin and the grommet, and it means that this pin cannot be pulled until the drogue is thrown. So when the drogue is thrown and the bridle stands up, the safety pin is removed. Now the rip cords work, and each one independently or both together pull the same pin out. Once the pin is pulled, the container is opened by a normal fashion. We have a loop going through 3 D-rings. That's all there is to it. The real difference in this rig is this disc. What we've been trying to do during the drogue fall is to pull this 5-inch disc out of a 1-inch hole, which was impossible. When we open the container, the disc is freed. The disc leaves, and the disc is attached to the bag right here. This scrunch unscrunches, collapsing the drogue. In other systems, we pull the apex down to collapse the drogue. On this system, we let the skirt up. Same effect. One thing you'll notice here is that both the outer bridle and the kill line are connected to a common point outside the bag. This means there'll never be any more untwisting of a drogue kill line. So when the unscrunch happens, the bag loads and pulls out of the container. I think you will agree that there's no way the bag is getting out of the container past the disc. The bag is under the disc and the bag is bigger. So we will never have a situation where the main container is opened without the drogue being released and without the main bag being released. They are the one and the same system. To close the system, you just reverse the opening and insert this loop through the 3 D-rings and back through the grommet and put the pin in, and then the system is closed. I'll show you this very simply. Track boys are supposed to work easier. Close the container, stick in the pin, remove the pull-up cord. Insert the safety pin. And take the slack out of the ripcords. Notice the drogue bridle takes a very short path to the drogue pouch. Now there's no 3-ring to hook up. You're done. Once the main container is closed, the drogue is attached. And that's it. You'll notice the drogue bridle is completely covered, so you're unlikely to snag it. If you do snag it and pull on it, absolutely nothing happens, because you haven't opened the main container. If you accidentally open this main container, you've got to pull the drogue bridle up and then pull one of the handles, a highly unlikely scenario. Now what does that mean to you? Very simply put, this is a malfunction tree you're all familiar with, all the things that can go wrong on a tandem jump. Everything indicated in gold is eliminated by this rig. These are the malfunctions you don't have. And these are very important malfunctions, because this group of malfunctions has caused 1/3 of the tandem fatalities in history. Here's a sheet with a listing of all 34 tandem fatalities that have happened on all rigs in the history of the world. The ones crossed off in pink are those that would have been saved by automatic openers. The ones crossed off in yellow are out-of-sequence deployments that would be eliminated by this rig. What we have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 34 fatality causes remaining. As you can see, if you're jumping a Vector 3 with an automatic opener, your chance of being killed in a tandem jump has been reduced by approximately 85%. I wish I could be here to show everyone this tandem rig, but we're going to have to make this film speak for me for the moment. Following this, there'll be a short video showing a tandem jump. You'll notice that the drogue attaches from the center of the main container, not below or above. The free fall position given is very, very flat and stable. Most people, when they throw the drogue, think it hasn't opened because it doesn't pull them head high or head low. They continue falling in a normal free fall position. So I urge you to try this rig at your earliest possible convenience, and we'll get them out as fast as we can.